We're standing outside the Oakland Zoo's new veterinary hospital, which opens October 11th. And this has been a long time coming. I'm with Dr. Parrott, the director of the Oakland Zoo. Hi, Doc.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, this is your baby, one of your babies. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it's our most recent one. It's a 17,000 square foot zoo veterinary hospital, as well as a zoo quarantine facility, as well as a research project, as well as a conservation support, because we provide veterinary services for conservation projects in the field. And it's also a teaching opportunity because we work with the University of California, Davis School of Veterinary Medicine. And so their students come down and we'll have an internship program here for them.
What have you used up until this point as far as veterinary services? You had a much smaller facility down on the zoo grounds.
Yeah, and I used to be the veterinarian and director. Now there are two veterinarians on staff as well as me, and there are two veterinary technicians. So the staff has grown, the collection has grown, and we used to be in 1,400 square feet. So now we'll be going to 17,000 square feet.
It's been a few years putting the financing together for this project, hasn't it?
Yeah, the whole thing started about 5 years ago. And so first we had to get the money in place, go through all the design, research what other veterinary hospitals in zoos across the country have done. And then, because it's a custom facility for zoo animals, obviously, which means you have to do a lot of extra things that you would normally do in private practice.
Now, I have to mention that Dr. Parrott is your name, and you actually are a bird doctor.
My specialty has always been birds.
Yes, but you, of course, will be dealing with a lot of other animals besides birds
it's
here.
English spelling, so it's not spelled the same.
That's true. But now you're ruining the joke. So what do you think? You'll be taking care of all the animals here at the zoo. Will you take any outside animals?
Yeah, we won't take outside animals from the general public, but we will take outside animals from conservation projects. So the most important one is the California Condor Reintroduction Program down in Ventana, our Big Sur area, and in Pinnacles National Monument. So we'll provide veterinary support services for that, as well as mountain lion projects and western pond turtle projects, but there will be more to come.
So if any animals are found injured here in the wild, you may take them in?
No, we don't do local rehabilitation, but we will do it for specific projects. So it may be condor or puma.
Let's take a look.
Sure, okay.
You can see that the workers are still putting the finishing touches on this beautiful building. This is cedar, gorgeous wood. This is going to be a crown jewel of the Oakland Zoo.
So this is our extra hallway, which allows, in case animals escape from the main rooms, and then we have a scale right in the floor so that we can weigh the animals right in their transport cages before we even take them in.
Even elephants?
The only two not able to be in here are elephants and giraffes.
Oh, okay.
This is radiology. So on the 1st of October, this will be a radiograph. That's the radiology viewing room back there.
So if the animals need x-rays, they come into this room?
Yeah. And then in here is the main room for treatment. This is the large animal treatment room. And then we also have a small animal treatment room, so that usually small animals are capable of escape. And if they escaped in this large room, we would have extreme difficulty catching them back up. So we have a small animal treatment room on the left. And on the far side we have surgery. This is the surgery suite. And then through that pass-through window is the surgical scrub preparation area. Right? And so this, we don't want any cabinetry in here, so we have a separate room for that, which allowed for windows so touring public can watch procedures. Right, so they'll be able to see actually there's the lamp there, so the surgery will go on right here, and they'll be able to, tourists can go down the hallway. Right?
That'd be great for veterinary students.
Well, vet students will be able to come in.
Yeah.
Scout tours and things like that can actually watch the veterinarians work.
Yeah.
So and over in through there
A
is
little bit of dust here.
is quarantine. It's all animal quarantine.
Uh-huh.
There's animal holding. So jump in here. These are 4 cages just for aviaries. So the fine mesh is the fine mesh in here is for the birds. And sometimes the birds have to come in and be held for quite a while, so we have the ability to have 4. And this isn't where condors would go. Condors
Oh, it isn't.
more powerful. So this is all in here is basically small animal. Actually, it's reptile and amphibian holding. So when they're being treated, they're in here.
Okay. And the condors would go where?
The condors, we have a separate facility for holding the condors.
Okay.
But then for the clinically very sick ones will be held here in one of these.
Okay.
So this, see the heavy mesh up above? There'll be heavy mesh on the side. So these 3 are for large animals, very powerful. Grizzly bear, chimpanzee, tiger, lion, that kind of thing. And then in this room there will be a squeeze cage set up so that we can hold them and the wall will collapse and we can treat them.
What's the capacity of the number of animals?
We could probably, we could hold quite a few, counting birds and amphibians and everything.
Yeah.
We could easily hold 50 animals.
50?
So this is the finer mesh. So these are smaller animals.
Mm-hmm.
So these size would be more like bobcat, even all the way down to gibbons at that size, which are about 20-pound animals. And then you notice there's a track door that allows them to have outdoor access or from one room to another. So that's controlled by switches right here on the wall. So there will be a door that tracks with hydraulics so that we don't have to go in with the animal to be able to shift an animal.
Nice.
And this is that mesh. And then this is the same way.
Now what?
So now this one has a pool in it. So this is for aquatic waterfowl, otters, that type of an animal. So that they have access to a pool the whole time. And then this is for small animal cages that are very small. So tamarins would be in here, and that size. So we're now down around the 4-pound animal, 5-pound animal, and then they can be rolled out, rolled in, without having to shift them, so they wouldn't be free in one room. There are certain animals, especially animals that are called, we have like what's called metabolic cages, where if they have pans on the bottom. If we don't have that in the other rooms, what we can't do is catch urine samples, we can't catch fecal samples. So this is all of our animal holding. And then this is a cage storage room. But what we have to do is, on this one, actually, let's look at the outdoor one. This gives you a sense for the outdoor holding cages. How you doing? So they're putting on the rest of the mesh. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're hanging the doors. Oh, looks good. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're putting the solar panels up on the roof. You can't see that from this angle, but you said some 60% of the power is going to be solar generated, Doc?
Yeah, 60% of the power use in this building will be generated by solar.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be, and we don't use too much gas, natural gas compared to electricity. So